Okay, good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Uplifters community. Here I am again. This is Aidin May Ramos, one of Uplifters Diamond team leader. And happy Monday. Oh my gosh. There you go. Yeah, good evening, Uplifters community. And we are on live again. Good evening to everyone who's joining us tonight. First of all, I just want to congratulate every Dare to Dream student pizza batch this January 1st batch in for the year 2022. Congratulations, everyone, for deciding to continue and dedicate their free online free time to study online with their 3 weeks free online course on money management and mental well-being for migrant domestic workers. I salute each of you for deciding to learn on your free time, and I hope you will use every learning you had in reaching your dreams in life. Thank you, ladies, for your dedication and eagerness to learn and share your thoughts without hesitation. And shout out, of course, to my very committed ladies in Group 2. Congratulations again and again. And I hope to see you all in the next level of your learning journey. Um, and let's all make our dreams into reality. And thank you also to my dedicated co-team leader, TL Nympha and Show from Singapore, for her unconditional guidance and support every day. And she's my co-team leader, but she facilitated the whole class, whole 3 weeks. And yes, thank you so much, TL Nympha, and I salute you. You are very highly recommended, and good luck for your leader journey in the community. And of course, to our mentor Nelly Bautista. She's always there for us, supporting and guiding us every day, each day. Even she always busy. She's every day busy going to hospital with her grandma. Mm, she still have time to support us. Thank you so much, Mentor Nelly, for your support. Congratulations also to all our Make It Happen class. Keep going, ladies, especially to those ladies in my Moon Team class. Yes, you're in the fifth month now and almost finished. And congratulations once again. And of course, congratulations to all Uplifters team leaders. You're all doing a great job, and your dedication in the community is very remarkable. I am inviting each and everyone who's watching right now and who will be watching on replay this live we are doing right now to I'm inviting each of you, every migrant domestic workers around the world, to visit our Uplifters page and click the send message button there and to get started. And hopefully, I can see you all in our next batches, and our next batch will start on Sunday, the 6th of February. Yes. Looking forward to meet you all, new students for our Dare to Dream course. And yes, I am Eileen Miramas, your host for this special edition of Spotlight on Alumni. I am one of the Diamond team leaders in this wonderful community where you can find superwoman around the world working miles away from their loved ones, sacrificing their own happiness to provide for their family needs. I'm also one of those amazing social media correspondents who dedicates their extra time willingly without expecting anything in return to help our admins give motivational messages to everyone in the community, and doing this kind of different Facebook lives. We have morning rituals, evening rituals, and spotlight on alumni segments to inspire our fellow migrant domestic workers around the world. And and yeah, she's joining. Yeah, my guest is in the background. just joined, and tonight is our special episode of the Spotlight on Alumni segment, which we feature our alumni, gold team leaders, diamond team leaders, and mentors, or yeah, everyone who's interested joining this Uplifters community who wholeheartedly sharing their extraordinary experience in the community and to give inspiration to each of us. And hopefully, we can learn something good and positive from their stories as we listen to them. And this is my fourth times hosting these segments, and I'm very grateful tonight. One of our Uplifters alumni accept my invitation to be our guest, a remarkable woman in the Filipino community here in Hong Kong, and everyone's nanay in migrant domestic workers community here in Hong Kong and all over the world, of course, those members in her group Facebook page. Allow me to introduce her to all of you before I will bring her to the screen. She is 43 years old from San Remigio, Antique. She has been working as domestic worker for 19 years. Her current job is taking care of British and Chinese family with two teens and a couple. Her job is not hard as migrant domestic worker, and she has more free time, as we all know. Her employers are very understanding and supportive of her advocacy in the community service. And she is also contributor to the Sun Hong Kong, where it connects to her community service. She was awarded the Spirit of Hong Kong 2020 Lion Rock People's Choice Award for those who represent and can do kind and go-getting Hong Kong Spirit and Bagong Bayani 2021 Community and Social Service Award. We, the migrant domestic workers here in Hong Kong and all around the world, I can say that our guest for tonight is one of our pride. The humble woman who founded the Domestic Workers Corner Hong Kong, the one and only Lovely Corner. We all know her before as Lovely Corner. Our very own Nanay Rodelia Pedro. Hello, Nanay. Good
Hello,
evening
Nak.
po.
Good evening.
Good
Thank you so
evening. How are
much.
you today?
Good evening. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. My apologies for my signal kasi yung room ko is nasa bukid banda. So if I lost, just continue and then I'll be back. Yes, thank you
Understood
so
po,
much
understood.
for
Thank you.
inviting me. Yeah, and it's an honor to be here tonight.
And we are very grateful you accepted
Oh,
our invitation. And shout out also, thank you so much, Sis Jenny San Juan, our uplifters building officer, for for accepting this this, this segment for me to host this segment. And we have our Nanay Rodelia Pedro with us tonight. And yes, uh, let's just talk about yesterday. Last night is the closing
mm,
program of our Migrants Guide. Just can you please just say something about that project of yours, Nanay, before we start
yes.
our,
So
yeah.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. So the Migrants Guide, it's a 1 year webinar, collaborate with many NGOs and individuals. So every topic, every month, we have first three part of the webinar, labor issues, sexual harassment from EOC, and then mental health. It depends to the survey that what is the needed of the migrant workers. So we can continue share the webinar that we had because it is just the same that we can use every year. So that's why we plan the webinar, because even in the future years we can use it, except for some changes, like if the Hong Kong labor will change some law, so we have some changes also. So thank you so much for all who support them. Migrants Guide webinar, especially the Philippine Consulate and the Polo, and also the 5 NGOs, Enrich Uplifters, Mission for Migrant Workers, Help for Domestic Workers, and Pathfinders. So plus other NGOs and individuals. So it was a success and hoping for the Migrants Guide 2022 training. Yay! Isang Doritos.
Yay! Isang Doritos,
Yeah.
yay! And of course, thank you
Yes.
also to your co-host last night, to Sis Lovely
Yes.
and
Lovely
Sis
and
L.
L.
Yeah, congratulations to the three of you, the
Yeah.
trio.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
And before before I give you our first question, Nanay, let's read some comment. Oh, I forgot to say,
Yay.
those watching with us right now, please click the StreamYard, grant StreamYard on your Facebook for me to read your name in the comment section, or just simply write your name at the end of your comment for me to acknowledge acknowledge you while you are watching with us. And from Facebook user Heart Shape, good evening, beautiful team leader, whoever you are. Good evening to you too. Good evening, TL Eileen May Ramos, and good evening, Uplifters community. Good evening to you, yeah, Facebook user. Yeah, there are a lot of Facebook user here. Good evening, special guest, Ate
Yes.
Rodelia.
Yes.
Good evening,
Hello.
Uplifters community. And yeah, thank you so much. And uh, one of our social media correspondent here, Stephanie, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Yeah, thank you so much,
Mm.
whoever you are. Yeah, I can see a lot of Facebook user in here. TL Julie Runjale from Singapore. Good evening to you. Thank you so much. And of course, from our Anne Marie,
Yay.
one of our mentor in Uplifters community. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And yes, our mentor from Singapore. Good evening, TL. Mentor Nelly, thank you so much. Good evening, sis, whoever you are. Okay,
Ang
thank you
dami
so much.
nila.
So, ang dami nila Facebook
Yes.
user.
Thank you for
Maraming,
watching.
maraming,
Yes.
maraming salamat po sa inyo. And yes, umpisahan na natin. Tanungin ang ating nanay.
Ako.
Yeah. Our first question, the community's question for you, Nanay Rodelia. We all know that you've been in Uplifters community. And
Mm.
who is Rodelia Pedro after almost 2 years of being in the Uplifters community?
There are some changes, especially in saving money. Actually, bago ako mag-join, before I joined the Uplifters, I have the mindset before I work in Hong Kong is something like, I need to go abroad so that I have bigger salary. I can help those in need. Kasi even I work in the government office with the 3,000 salary, I have a scholar. So sabi ko, what if I have $1, you have many scholars. So that mindset that you can help many people change. So at least even you can help many people, you can help yourself also. So I saved and I learned how to, like yung avoid buying things that you really don't need, especially in food. I'm addicted in food. So something like, meron naman sa bahay, bakit pa ako bumibili? So every time before ako bibili, I need a minute. Kailangan ko bang bilhin ito? Kailangan ko ba talaga? Maraming pagkain sa bahay. Yung mga ganun. Because in my employer, lahat open sila. Kung anong gusto mo, nandyan na lahat. So something like you are craving for something. But you need to discipline yourself. So, yun yung isa na natutunan ko. So, pag uwi ko, pag may pera ako, hulog sa alkansya, may alkansya ako. So, something at least you can save. You avoid temptation because if you don't stop buying, wala din. Yung pera mo nawawala din. Kasi pagdating mo sa bahay, maraming pagkain, ay sayang lang, bakit pa ako bumili? Something ganun. Yes, so yun talaga ang isang natutunan ko. Thank you so much. Hope it can help.
Sorry. Yes,
Nawawala ka na.
thank you. No, I
Ako
muted
yata ang
myself.
nawawala.
No, I muted myself
Oh,
because
I see.
the window is open and I'm afraid the sound of the cars downstairs
Oh.
can be heard. Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much. And
Mm,
yes, like what you said, everything you said is it's inside the Uplifters Dare to Dream course. And yeah, thank you so
mm,
much. That it gives you it inspires you, it gives you a big impact and inspire you
mm.
to save save something from our hard earned money. Yeah. Yeah, because and yes, our next let's see whose comment is this.
S-
Yes, from our sister Janely.
Hey,
Good,
hi, Jenny.
good evening, Rodelia and Eileen. Thank you so much for being our special guest tonight, Rodelia. You are amazing. We are so lucky to have you in
Mm,
our community. Yes. Thank you so
mm.
much. Last time,
Makes me
that
cry.
of course, this is a special segment of our on
Ah,
spotlight. Spotlight on alumni. Ay, iyak ang nanay natin.
mm.
Yes. Ah,
Sometimes you just do something that makes you happy, and then you didn't realize it's really something ano yun yung malaking bagay na sa iba. Yung kasi sa akin parang gusto ko lang gawin dahil makatulong pero hindi ko alam talaga kung ano yung impact. But at the end, saka ko na lang
yeah.
ma-realize na ay talaga palang kailangan yun. Kaya thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah. I just hosted the Spotlight on Alumni last December, and I really, you are all, you are on my list actually. You're on my list to to be invited to be my guest on Spotlight on Alumni in
Oo.
Uplifters, but because yeah, something happened, so and there's no other guest scheduled guest this January. So I try to assist Jenny if I can, if it's still okay to to host a spotlight on alumni segment, and I requested you to be my guest, and I'm so happy when she said yes,
Oh,
and here we are. Yeah, thank you so much, Sis Jenny, and
thank you
thank you
so
for being with
much.
us tonight. Yeah, and our next question for you from the community, Nanay, is do you enjoy learning in Uplifters, and which lesson in Dare to Dream did you like the most? And what's your advice? Additional question for that is what's your advice on how to improve our online learning journey?
I like most is the challenges weekly at saka yung encouragement ng team leaders kasi sometimes we are busy at work and then we are stressed
Mm,
out, but the group chat of the team, it's really encouraging that can end of the day there are somebody who help the individual, so it's really a big impact. So hopefully those who are listening today, they can, and hindi pa nakapag-enroll ng Dare to Dream, they will try to join for the next batch because it still helps to start with ourselves. We need to do something for ourselves, especially this pandemic. Parang nakalimutan na yung sarili, trabaho na lang para may pera maipadala sa pamilya. But we need to take care of ourselves. So taking care of ourselves is we need to accept somebody's helping us. So that's in the part of the Dare to Dream, the encouragement of the
mm,
team leaders, plus the time of the team leaders. Every message they
mm,
replied. It's something. It's a good way that it really help because me in the WC hotline, I received more than like 80 to 120 a day. I only replied, what is the question? So it is different from the Dare to Dream because Dare to Dream, they need to connect to um, the participants. So in hotline, what is the requirement of how to apply visa. So I'll just give all the requirements how to apply visa. And then I said, it's something like, I need to say, oh, how are you? So I started to, kamusta ka na? Okay ka na ba sa amo mo? So I need to write those who are in depression state. And then end of the day, I will ask, how are they? So I learned from that, from the Dare to Dream. I used it in DWC hotline. And also the wheel of life. It's something like, what is the important in my life? So I really like
That's
that,
in yeah,
part. And then
that's
I keep,
in Make It Happen. The Wheel of Life is in the first
oh,
month
this is
of
in the
Make It
Make It
Happen.
Happen.
Yeah,
Yes, the wheel of
yeah.
life. Yes. In the Dare to Dream, my Facebook, I'm using Lovely Corner that time, and it
Mm,
was
mm, mm, mm.
reported, and then I start again because you need to start again because the I think it is in the Facebook, and then it will, my account, Facebook account. So I need to use my email. So I finished the Make It Happen at least because it's something like it is really good. The uplifters Dare to Dream and Make It Happen. It's really good. So hoping um, I have this support group. I started to share the Dare to Dream. I encourage them
Mm.
to start because this one is online, no limit, as long as they have time, once a week only. So many wanted to join, so I will follow up this week. So yeah, it's really good, and thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yay!
it's thank you, thank you, Nanay. That's I really love
Yeah.
your thought that
Welcome, Nak.
your I really love your thought that it's nice to have in our class chat, in our group chat, being in Dare to Dream. And I have the same mindset with you that
Mm,
in my deepest in my hard time, that class chat helps me, inspires me to keep going, and that is what I
mm,
really love in Uplifters. That's the reason why I keep I continue my journey in Uplifters. And yeah, you are not a team leader in the Uplifters community, but you are a leader in your own community. But yeah, it is very nakaka-overwhelm lang na gano'n yung
yes, it's really
reaction
it's
mo,
really
gano'n,
nice.
yeah.
Yes. Yes. Mm.
Being a
Yun
leader
kasi
in
ano
other
sabi ko, ay ang
community.
galing naman niya.
Hmm,
Ang galing naman nito kasi talagang yung encouragement nila is different from my understanding even I share a story, I really like the reflection
yes.
of the story. So yung reflection ng story, iba yung understanding ko, and then they put in more positive impact in my life. So it's really, ganun lang, dagdag kaalaman, dagdag encouragement. So it's really a good thing for the Dare to Dream.
Yeah, and your
Yeah.
appreciation is very, very appreciated, Nanay. And yes, hopefully, Sis
Mm.
Jenny Lee is still watching right now and hear your answer just now. And
Yeah.
of course, our shout out to our CEO, Marie Kretz de Melio.
Mm.
Hopefully, you hear you soon, or if you watch
Mm.
this soon via replay, you can hear what Nanay Rodelia said. It's very, very overwhelming. Yeah, thank you so much for that,
Oh,
Nanay.
thank you so much. I forgot the name of the team leader. I'm really sorry. It's just, my account was reported, so I really can't
Yeah,
remember. But
yeah,
she's in Singapore. She's in Singapore.
yeah. Shout
Yes.
out to Nanay
So
Rodelia
maybe she,
Pedro's
yeah.
team leader during
Yeah.
her Dare to Dream class and Make It Happen class. Shout out to both of you. And
Yeah.
yes, your
Yeah.
student, Nanay
It's really
Rodelia
nice.
Pedro, is here now. Yeah, magpakilala po kayo sa kanya. Remind niyo siya.
Yeah.
I-remind niyo siya na kayo yung team leader niya noon. And from our
Yeah. Hopefully.
uh yeah, from our TL Charol, she's my co-team leader last cherry team. And good evening, amazing TL Eileen May and TL Rodelia. Nanay Rodelia is not a team leader. She's an Uplifters alumni and Uplifters community. Yes, it's really helpful to our fellow workers and the encouragement that we send to them every day. Yes, you are true. And thank you so much for your dedication also, TL. Charo, and thank you for being here with us tonight. And yes, let's move on to our next question. And how do you manage to have a peaceful community despite many challenges in general this pandemic time? Nagkakaseryosohan na tayo dito.
It nak nak yung kape. Actually, this pandemic 2020 kasi nag-start siya December 2019. So 2020 parang ano pa yun parang hindi pa malaki yung impact 2020 kasi parang dadaan din yan matapos din yung pandemic. Parang SARS na
True.
natapos din. But continuous, maraming na lockdown, maraming 'di ba nung mga maraming nakauwi na lockdown na hindi na nakabalik dito, iba na terminate na, maraming nawalan ng trabaho. So it easily a big impact to the community. So yung 2021 Migrants Guide, sabi kasi hindi ko na alam yung hotline, ang dami na naglista na ako sa mga stranded, paano sila matulungan, connecting with the other NGOs and the government offices. So yung bang magulo, yung talagang as in, parang hindi as a leader and sa DWC admin din, hindi namin alam kung paano na makontrol kasi sa dami na rin nag-inquiries, mga na-terminate na sa Pilipinas. So with this is even we need to connect with the NGOs or government office, consulate, if the employer terminate the helper, mahirap na po ibalik yon. So it is really hard for the community, Filipino community and other migrant workers na maraming nawala ng trabaho. So maybe at least sabi nga ng amo ko, matagal na pala yung yung pandemic kasi magtatatlong Chinese New Year na pandemic. So parang we live life na lang kung ano yung meron ngayon. So we need to adapt it. We need to help ourselves how to accept it. So that we have yun nga, kailangan kasi kung hindi natin tatanggapin yung sitwasyon, mahirapan tayo tanggapin talaga. So it is to have a peaceful community, we need to accept, tapos we need to ask help how we can help the migrant workers. So yun yung time talagang I ask, pumunta talaga ako, I need to connect NGOs, especially financial literacy, paano natin matulungan sila, how to help them, lalo na rin sa mga labor issues, mga na-terminate. So yun, through the NGOs, we have this migrant guides. Kasi hindi tayo makagawa ng training because of pandemic, so we do it online. So I think this is the way that we do as a peaceful way that to help the community online. Manood sila if they need this kind of topic. If not, so they can share to their friends. So pandemic is really hard for us. So hoping we keep the job so that we have something to help for our family. Napahaba na yata.
Yes, and yeah.
Napawisan ako, ano bang temperature ngayon? Ang
Naka-t-shirt
seryosong
nga.
usapan natin.
Naka-t-shirt nga ako. Yeah, I've been following you last early 2020 because my employers go to other country before and I'm alone at home early, and I'm still not in Uplifters community before, and I've been following your Facebook page and group, and I know what you are doing, and I really salute you. I really admire you even before. And I read a comment here from Mentor Nelly Bautista from Singapore. What year, Sis Rodelia, hanapin natin yung TL mo? What year, do you still remember, Nanay, what year, no, what month? I know it's
May 2020.
you started May 2020, right? Yeah, the Mentor Nelly, it's, I think Nanay Rodelia is the batch before Panda because I am Panda team June 2020. So the batch before that.
I think I still have the group chat. I will check later sa isang phone ko.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So baka nag-on
thank you
pa.
so much, Nanay.
Yes,
Hahanapin
thank
talaga
you.
natin yung team leader mo. Um, yes. And yeah, thank you so much to those who are watching right now and later. Oh, if you decide to watch us in replay, thank you so much. Maraming salamat po. And our next question, Nanay, is what do you have in mind is one decision you wish you didn't make?
Naku, naku, mahirap sagutin. Um, ano
It's
ba?
okay, Nanay.
Parang,
I
kasi
forgot to
ako yung taong, ako yung taong, kung ano yung kaya ko, kung ano lang nandyan, yun lang yun. And then I keep praying every day kung ano yung will ni Lord talaga. So, I think yung hindi ko nagawa is, ano ba? Oh, yes. Ay, nakakaiyak naman ito. ah, hindi ko magawa is just to go home and be with my mom. Ay, kasi she lives alone. Tapos, actually, I'm planning to go home for good 2022. Yes, ngayon. Kaso lang, sabi, yung sabi niya, uuwi ka ba? Kasi yung bahay namin is 1 hour and a half travel sa tindahan niya. Nanay have a small
mm,
sari-sari store. So it's 1 hour and a half travel sa bahay talaga. So she live in the boarding house, maliit na bahay. Gusto niya doon eh. So sabi ko kung uuwi ako, nanay will travel every day with this pandemic. Yeah. Um, nag-enjoy siya. She loved her life alone and yung community sa San Remigio is really love her. Yung talagang doon siya yung impact ng community is maganda sa way of life
mm.
niya this pandemic. So, um, yun lang yung talagang wish ko yung kasi kahit naman sino is to be with the family, di ba? So yun lang yung hindi natin magawa ngayon nga pandemic. Sorry. Na-miss ko lang siya.
Um,
So,
bas, basta nanay yung
minsan,
pinag-uusapan niyo.
yeah, yes, yes. So, uh, ginagawa ko na lang is, hindi ako lagi nagtatawag. Kasi pag lagi akong tumatawag, it's something like you want to go home and hug her. So, tumatawag ako niyan pag, minsan inuutosan niya yung mga tao.
Mm,
Inuutosan niya yung mga tao sa tindahan. Ay, pwede mo i-message tawagan ako. Yung something ganun kasi alam mo yung iba yung feeling ko eh kaya sometimes mag-message na ako sa kapatid ko kamusta si nanay tawag ako mamaya ganon. So kasi kung everyday something gusto kong umuwi talagang I really want to go home pero mahirap talaga. Plus, financially, we need to support our family, extended family dahil sa pandemic. Maraming nawala ng trabaho. So, anak ko, nagdrama-drama na tayo. So,
yeah.
yes, yan yung
Yeah, and I
medyo
can relate
mahirap
to that.
anahin. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you po, Nanay.
Excuse muna, nakuha lang ako tissue.
Kanina pa kita napapa-emotional. Okay. From
Kaya nga,
Facebook user, while Nana is getting some tissue to wipe her tears, let's read some comments from our viewers. Watching here from our Facebook user, yes, thank you so much for watching and him
sorry,
being with us tonight.
nawala signal ko.
And it's okay po. And from another comment from Facebook user, continue doing good and God will reward you at the end of the day. Rodelia Pedro. Yes, that's true. And it's not only for Nani Rodelia, it's for this message also is I want to share also to everyone who's watching right now and everyone can relate on this message. Let's continue doing good. Everyone, continue doing good, and God will reward us at the end of the day. And thank you so much for this. Message from Facebook user and yeah, nawawala ang signal ni nanay and pumasok siya ulit. There you go. Yeah,
Sorry
dahil
nawala
sa
yung signal ko. Pati yung
it's
signal,
okay po.
pati yung signal umiyak eh. Sabi,
Yeah, it's okay po. Yeah, and yeah, no. I just want to
nalaga
show
siya
you
all.
this one. From Facebook user Nanay, show this message for you. Continue doing good and God will reward you at the end of the day. Yeah. And thank you so much for that message. And
Thank you.
moving forward, being being in the uplifters community, what does being an uplifters mean to you in general? And in that addition, what is uplifters being an uplifters mean to you in general? And in addition to that, how would you describe your leadership style and what can you do to motivate a team? Of course, you know this. You're a leader in a big community, in a huge community. And yes, our nanay is hung. Wala na naman siguro siyang signal. And while waiting for nanay to join us again, let's read some comments. Hello, TL's good. Yeah, God is good all the time. Yeah. And thank you so much, whoever you are, from another Facebook user. That message is from Ruby Velas. Oh, wow. Maybe Nane Rodelia. Hello, Nanay. Are you okay? Yeah, she's back. Yeah,
So,
this message, the message, continue doing good and
sorry
God will do.
po.
It's okay po, it's okay. We understand.
Pasensya. Sinabit ko na
It's
ulit
okay
dun
po.
sa bintana. Hi, Ate Rodel.
Yeah, yeah, I
Pasensya
know,
na.
you know.
Okay na.
From the message is from Ruby Veles. The God will reward you at the end of the day. That message is from Ruby Veles. And yes, from our
Bakit kaya
Maria,
ang
from Ate
ano?
Maria.
Okay na, nak. Pasensya, nak.
It's okay po, it's okay. You are loved by a lot of people in the community na naipahag po. Ayan. Iipitin ka namin, Ate Nemi. Ihahag ka namin, iipitin
Alright.
ka namin. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ate Nemi, for joining us tonight. And yeah, I'm so sorry, everyone. Nani Rodelia is struggling in her data, and she is in again. Okay,
Okay na. Mic.
much better. Yeah, much better.
Yes, okay to. Ay, pasensya na. Oh, sige, sige.
Good
Okay,
evening,
back.
late ako. Di ko alam may live pala. It's okay, Facebook user. You are not late. You are just in time. Please stay with us until the end of this live. Thank you so much. And yeah, this two question is for you, Nanay.
Okay.
Being part in the community, what does being an uplifters mean to you in general? And in addition to that, how would you describe your leadership style and what can you do to motivate a team?
Back to first question, nak.
Okay. Being part in the community, what does
Yeah.
being an uplifters mean to you in general?
Actually, malaking bagay siya. It's really a big part of the community kasi financial literacy is very important because there are so many temptations around us. Kung ano man yon, we know what is it, especially choosing a friend, choosing things to buy and everything because we need to use money. So this money is the one that we need to learn how to save. At saka, for 19 years in Hong Kong, um, kailan, yes, so I learned financial literacy 2019 from card, and then followed by Uplifters 2020. So yung sunod-sunod na learning from financial literacy, Uplifters, kaya yung sabi ko, I need to continue. That's why I joined the Make It Happen, because it's really,
Mm.
I want to, kasi minsan, pag matapos mo ngayong araw, o kailangan ko mag-save. Bukas, wala, makalimutan mo na. Kasi temptations, marami na wala ako. Yung mga
Hindi, it's okay po.
plano,
We can hear you.
bakit tayo nag-abroad, nakalimutan na kasi marami ng distraction, um, nawawala ba siya or i-continue ko lang?
Just keep going po.
So, to motivate
We
the
are
team,
listening.
yes, to motivate the, uh, pasensya talaga ha, kasi ang aking kwarto is talagang ano. So to motivate the team, just encourage the participants to continue learning, and also kung makalimutan, always have a notebook. I know Dare to Dream have a notebook. So always have a notebook para ma-remind natin yung sarili natin. Kasi kung hindi natin ma-remind, we have another distraction. Mawala na yung focus natin how to save. So lalo na yung tracking expenses. Yan pa yung magawa ko ngayon, bukas hindi ko magawa. Saka ko na lang magawa pag wala na akong pera. So something we need to um, encourage ourselves also. So, okay lang, nak.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I
Okay lang po
change my
na
Wi-Fi with my boss?
yeah, it's okay po. Yeah, thank you so much. And the word, I love the word temptation. Na sisira daw yung plano niya kapag attempt siyang bumili ng something or gumastos ng, ayan, iniwan na naman niya ako. And while waiting for her, bumalik siya. Yeah, please bear with us. To our to our viewers, please bear with us. Nanay is keep on popping up, but it's okay. It's okay po, Nanay. And your kind heart and genuine love to help those who needs help is no, ulitin ko. Your kind heart and genuine love to help those who needs help is
Mm,
remarkable. It's from Bernadette. Yeah, sabi ko
mm,
nga kanina magkababayan kayo, 'di ba? Thank you so much. Bernadette, you're one of the Facebook user. Please grant StreamYard on your Facebook for me to for us to read your name. And thank you so much. I know you need to sleep early, but you're still here with us. Thank you so much, Bernadette, for staying with us. And from our Ate Maria Nemilo Rocio, Nanay,
yeah.
this is a question, Nay. Before before
Mm,
I continue my next question to you. A question from our Ate Maria Nemilo Rocio. Maria Nemilo Rocio is one of our gold team leader in the Uplifters community and one of the social media correspondent as well. And here is the question from her. Nanay, what is the biggest challenge that you encountered so far and how did you solve it? This is part of our
um,
question actually, but yeah, please answer.
challenge when it comes to challenge when it comes to in general. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Actually, unahin ko muna yung challenge personal.
Sure po.
Personal and then work. I still have time. So, personal challenge na hindi ko inaasahan is depression. It was 2017 when I had my depression. Na hindi mo alam kung ano yung depression, hindi mo alam na naramdaman mo na pala yun. So, saka ko lang nalaman ng depression na ako nung I went to seek talagang tulong somebody. So, that was 2017.
Mm.
DWC helps me to overcome my depression kasi I hide myself as Odelia. Marami na nakaalam nito kasi ito yung story ng DWC eh. Bakit may lovely corner? So, I hide myself as Odelia kasi hindi na kayang ni Odeliang tumayo. I go out as lovely corner, volunteer Apollo sa church. Talagang ni ano ko siya. So, ginamit ko yung lovely corner to build up Odelia. So, when kasi ang everyday may matulungan ka, everyday may magpa-thank you, tumataas si Odelia. Kasi siyempre, ay, ako yung tumutulong kahit hindi naman nila alam na si Odelia yun. So that challenges easily big part kasi kaya yung mga alam ko yung may mga nakaranas ng depression kasi as naranasan ko eh. So mahirap kasi hindi mo alam na nandun ka na eh. Ayaw mong maligo, nasa bahay ka lang, subang mabait ng amo mo, pero may problema ka, bigat na problema. So it's
Mm.
really hard to handle. But God, God give a way how to make you overcome those trials. So kahit imagine, yes, I am a Sunday school teacher. Parang hindi mo alam eh, nagtuturo ka lang pero deep inside, you're lost. So
Mm.
I am happy that DWC helps me to stand up. So yun, ngayon, ganito na ako. That's why I focus with the depression cases kasi alam ko kung paano siya tumira eh. Hindi mo alam, mamaya depressed ka na. Talagang very hard. So when it comes challenges sa family, not really. Even married life is not working, but my family, my mom, my sister is very supportive. So just as long as they are there for me, I am happy. So, communication is really important that somebody support you. So, kung may problema ka, you need to speak to the family. Family muna. Kung hindi makinig yung
Mm.
family, saka tayo pupunta sa iba. Because family is the most important sa buhay natin. So, challenges sa kaibigan, nako, maraming challenges sa kaibigan at saka yung marami akong mga kaibigan na hindi ako iniiwan. They're always there to help me, especially that depression is financial problem. Alam mo yung, sige lang, tulong ka na ng tulong hanggang bumagsak ka. Hindi ko yun iniisip eh. But somebody helped me talagang hanggang makaano ako. Kaya ito yung uh, alam ni ano yan alam ni Jenny yan why I nagde-date kami para lang matulungan yung mga depression and financial um, yung nagga-grab sa mga loan shark para lang makaahon sa hirap. Naranasan ko yan. 10%, 20%, 30% per month. Ay, ano yan? Naranasan ko yan. So, it is really hard to, to move on, but with the help of other people who are willing to help you is something precious. Kasi we need to speak up, we need to ask help. Kasi kung hindi tayo hihingi ng tulong, paano nila nalaman na kailangan natin ng tulong? So we need to ask help. Tulungan tayo o hindi, at least you express yourself. Kasi hindi natin alam what if that person can help you. If hindi siya, kung hindi siya yung tao na tutulong sa atin, okay lang, at least alam mo sa sarili mo na kailangan mo ng tulong. Huwag mong ikahiya na kailangan mo ng tulong because you need help. So, maraming, in a community, maraming issues, especially, alam ko yan sa DWC, when it comes sa financial, marami. Kaya lahat ng lista ko, meron akong lista, pinapakita ko yan sa Enrich at saka sa Uplifters so that they have the idea kung ano yung problema ng community, migrant workers, bakit baon sa utang. Kasi ako, naranasan ko eh. Imagine, sahod mo is 4,000, utang mo, interest lang, 8,000 Hong Kong dollars. So how can how can you survive? So you need help, you need financial literacy, you need somebody to professional help kung ano yung legal, ano yung dapat gawin. Yan. Marami tayong pag-usapan in future. kasi maubos yung time natin. So,
It's okay po, it's
I
okay.
think you need to ask something. Nandyan lang yung mga NGOs. Just go to NGOs, help for domestic workers when it comes sa money, legal issues, nandyan lang. Um, Hindi ko ikinahiya may utang ako kasi naranasan ko eh. Bakit ko naman ikahiya, di ba? Kasi naranasan ko. So, but I ask help. Diyan na lang, kasi may mga plano tayo na akala natin yun yung tama. But there are some professional ways punta tayo sa mga NGO at saka sa ano. Kasi marami talaga silang mga projects and then we are really collaborating. So, yun yung experience ko na kasi talagang honest ako na masabi na ganito yung naranasan ko. Kasi kung hindi ko naranasan, wala naman akong, di ba? Mahirap maghingi ng tulong na hindi mo naranasan eh. Oh,
Yes. Yeah.
pinapawisan ako
Thank you.
na. Thank you for the
Yeah.
questions.
Thank
Ah,
you for your
yes.
question, Ate Nemi.
Meron pa ba? Thank
Marami
you,
pa.
Nak. Sige
Yeah.
lang, okay
And
lang.
yeah, yeah, para let's remove your pawis muna. Yeah, actually to be honest, I just know Lovely Corner before. I don't know Rodelia Pedro before.
Mm.
I just know Rodelia Pedro when Jenny guessed you in Uplifters. You
Ah,
remember that one?
mm,
Yeah, that moment, I just know Rodelia Pedro in person as a Lovely Corner. Because I'm following
mm.
Lovely Corner before. Yeah, stalker ako ni a Lovely Corner noon. Tapos nung lumabas ka as Rodelia Pedro nag-guest ka kay Jenny Lee, oh wow. Yeah, and then I started stalking Rodelia Pedro and then yeah, and I feel very, very grateful that
Actually,
you
yes. Gusto kong i-share. Actually, noong nag-lovely corner ako, ayaw ko magpakilala eh. Kasi I am happy hiding, masaya kang
mm,
nakatulong na hindi ka kilala. Pero yung mga member is, gusto kitang pasalamatan, pwede ba tayo magkita? Hanggang doon na, nagkita-kita na, hanggang nakilala na.
yes,
Tapos,
yeah,
something like, yeah. So, talagang pag bukal sa loob yung pagtulong, hindi ka nagbibilang as long as you are helping. Um, Ito na.
yes
Ah,
po. Yeah, and I'm so thankful that finally I met and I hug Lovely Corner in person. The first time we met is last June 20, right? When you accepted my invitation in HKU to read one
mm,
of my poem in my book launch. And yeah, thank you so much.
yeah.
And how I wish you know this, Facebook user, I feel inspired with our guest perspective. She is an amazing
Mm,
woman. Thank you so much po, Miss Rodelia, for sharing your story and tonight with us. I truly appreciate it. Big hug and thank you. Thank you so much for your message.
thank you so
Appreciate much.
much.
Thank you for being so kind. Yeah. And from Ate Nemi,
Mm,
I agree po nanay, communication is very important in all relationship. I can also relate with how you felt during those challenging times. I admire you for being so strong and continues to serve the community despite of these trials. And from our
oh,
Anne Marie, from our Maria, another Maria. You are absolutely an inspiration and such a powerful human being and a beautiful human being. Thank
mm,
you, Nai, for your generosity to share your experience as a team leader, as a leader. Yeah. Thank you so
welcome na.
much. Yeah, maraming mga mensahe nanay. From TL Charo, thank you so much for sharing your hard experiences po, Miss Rodalia. Can see that you have a good, beautiful heart.
Mm,
Yes, she is TL. She is a very good heart. And
uh,
yeah, from Facebook user again, I have a
mm,
question too. Oh my God. I think this is Bernadette.
mm.
If it's not, yeah, please tell us your name. How you identify a person if they really need help? Because most of the time, some people easy to take advantage. Not all, but some.
Just keep asking how they are. Kasi pag kamusta mo sila, iba-iba yung sagot. Doon mo makikita yung ano yung sincerity kung kung magsabi sila kung ang totoo. So, just keep asking how are they every day, kamusta, tapos just let them talk. Just listen. So, be a good listener is one way we know if they are honest enough or they really need help. Yeah, I know it is hard. So, yung ginagawa namin in the DWC is mostly the message lahat ng admin. So, there are some admins that entertain them if they have time. So, pag parehas yung sagot nila is we know that it is sincere and true. So, we just always refer to the NGOs because DWC is no fund organization. So, if financial help, we can't help in case if we have ang tawag dito, donation like Baguio at saka yung sa Taal. So, we need to collect donation. But we don't have funds. So, kung magkano yung na-collect namin, padala agad. So, yes, we need to just say every day, how are you? Kamusta ka? Okay ka na ba? This communication can help if the person is sincere.
Yeah, and yeah, most of the time also, if you, some people really needs help, but yeah, there are times
Yes.
also that some people think that yeah, she's taking
Mm-mm.
advantage to this person and something like that, and
Mm.
yeah, but like you need
Yeah.
to
So, just,
balance
yeah.
everything also. Thank you
Tanungan
po,
lang,
thank you
kamusta
po
ka?
na.
And then,
Yeah, thank you so much, Facebook user, for that wonderful question. And thank you, Nanay, for your answer. And another question. Buhay na buhay si Ate Nemi. What was your main goal po when you, typo, what was your main goal po
mm,
when you, naulit yung when you
founder.
founded Domestic Worker Corner? Do you think that you were already able to attain that goal?
Actually, wala. I don't have really plan because yung ano lang, because my work is really just 5 to 6 hours a day and I'm bored. I always Tagalog ko na lang. Lagi kong sinasabi sa
Sure
amo
po.
ko na boring, wala akong ginagawa. So sabi niya magbasa ka ng newspaper. So nung time na yon is 2017 dun ko na nagawa yung DWC. Doon na commit na ako, parang ano na siya, hindi ko naman hindi ko naman akalain na this will get successful. Siguro sa support lang ng community at saka support ng NGO because I really connect sa NGO at saka sa Consulate Polo as at that time I am also a volunteer of Polo. Kaya yung knowledge ko, yun yung, kasi mostly is um, labor problem. So I was a volunteer in church in Immaculate Heart of Mary. We have the help desk. I attended many trainings. So may alam na ako when it comes to labor law. So, yung services ng Polo, that time is BM Online, di ba? Kasagsagan ng OEC, BM Online, ang daming nakapila. So,
Yeah.
I know how to do the BM Online. So, talaga everyday, marami kaming na-assist. So, may, I think na-reach na namin yung goal, especially with this connection with the NGO. Kasi ito yung pinaka-importante, that we connect the migrant workers to the legal assistance, hindi yung sa amin. Kasi kami is just a mediator. Kami lang yung tagapasa. Kung anong kailangan mo, anong problema mo, depende sa NGO kung saan ka pwede. Kaya I have connection sa NGO pag depression at saka sa help, kasi help have counseling, mission for migrant workers, mga cases talaga na and with the support of the admins and also the members, the trust is really, yeah, uh, talagang na-appreciate ko at saka, yeah, they really love me. Kahit maraming trials, okay lang,
Yes,
normal
they
lang
do.
yan. Mm-mm.
Yes, they do love you, and I
Masaya
can
na ako
attest
dun.
to that. Yeah, I can attest to that
Mm.
because last time, when you remember, I have a problem also with my
Mm.
previous employer. Then I asked assistance from you.
Mm.
Then you asked me to go to help and mission, right?
Mm.
And because
Mm.
mission opens first, so I go to
Mm.
mission. And when I mentioned your name, see, they asked me, sino nagbigay sa'yo na pumunta ka, nagsabi sa'yo na pumunta ka dito? And I just
Okay.
say, Nanay Rodelia. And then, okay, come here. Oh, wow. What that name? What's that name? I just
Hindi,
mentioned
oh,
Nanay
kaya
Rodelia. Then, come here. Yeah,
mm,
and they love you.
kaya sabi ko,
Every
yeah,
community in Hong Kong loves you.
yes. Um, Thank you so much. Ano, as long as I am happy helping, nandito lang ako. So, yeah, many leaders, many leaders. So, not only in DWC. So, I think, yeah, the new project is the leadership training outside DWC. Kaya yung, yan, kinukuha ko na yung mga ambassador ng Uplifters at saka Inrich at saka ano. Kasi I want to expand. Kasi, ang iniisip ko kasi, what if mag-uwi ako for good, I have my own family, si nanay naghihintay, something ganon. Maybe 1 more year or 2 years, I want somebody na talagang merong mga NGOs ambassador. So, not only
Yeah.
DWC, but there are so many leaders talaga.
Yeah.
So,
Speaking of leaders,
thank you so
Nana,
much
yes.
na.
Yeah.
Yes, oh, ayan
Speaking
na.
of leaders, yeah. We know how busy you
Mm.
are since you started Lovely Corner about 3 years ago, and you have a lot of workshops and activities and during Facebook Lives or something like that to handle with. And our question just recently you have a leadership training program and you invited me also. You tried to invite me, but my schedule is not, hindi siya nakisama. And our question is, why you come up with this idea and who are those qualified participants?
Because we need more leaders. It is not easy to be a leader, but there are so many have the ability to be a good leader as long as you have a heart to help our community. Hindi naman kailangan professional ka or um, marami ka nang na-attend na seminar because the NGO are also willing to train. There are so many projects this 2022. So this leadership training, I'm collaborating with the NGOs, also EOC for the sexual harassment. Marami, kasi ang ano ko is kung we trained more leaders, mas marami tayong matutulungan, mas marami silang malalapitan, not only in Central, but also in the new territories and other part of Hong Kong. So this is the aim of the NGOs, and I'm only helping them because DWC, it's only Facebook page. We are not an organization. Um, so, kasi ang ano ko is, kung kukuha ako ng training only for DWC, it's only for DWC, parang wala eh. Kasi we have enough, the information is also teaching in DWC. So we need to expand. Kaya kumukuha ako sa ambassadors ng Enrich, Uplifters, yeah, so also the Fat Finders. So this, I encourage them to join the training and also those members, followers na willing to join. So, dahil sa pandemic, parang minsan nakaka-upset bakit ka pa yung restriction ng COVID ngayon dahil sa dami ng cases. Sabi ko
Mm.
may training pa naman. So, but it is a challenge. So the leadership training is on plan with the help of the NGOs at saka sila din ang magbibigay ng training. Ako lang yung tagahila. Kasi
Mm, mm, mm.
ayaw ko kasi nasa DWC lang eh dahil kung sa DWC baka sabihin nila ay hindi ako DWC so they don't need to something ganon. So parang kaya sabi ko sige we need to expand talaga. So marami akong applicants na they are individuals, they don't have organizations, they are not ambassadors and they are willing to help. So it is a
Mm.
very positive feedback. So mas ano siya kasi kung um, we train them, they can help others talaga. Marami tayong matutulungan. So hopefully this is a success. So um, praying for that, and yeah, support. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Mac.
and yeah, good luck and congratulations to those aspiring leaders
Mm,
na magjo-join sa iyong workshop soon. And congratulations also because you have a lot
mm,
of NGOs collaborated in domestic workers corner. Yeah, that's a very big
yes. Mm,
thing. And yes, let's move on to our next question related to that topic. Is there anyone who inspires you or someone you look up to with all those kinds of activities you are doing in your friends, in your community, and with the
mm,
migrant domestic workers community in Hong Kong? Yeah.
mm, actually, marami eh. Because kung inspires you sa look up to, nawala signal ko.
Yung mentor, yung,
ah,
yung mentor mo na nagme-mentor sa'yo up now.
yes, actually marami akong mentor. Sim- Kasi ano eh, ako yung taong gusto kong matuto, hindi lang yung ano.
Mm,
So, kung sino yung feel ko na good in that field, kausapin ko. Marami akong mentor, at saka meron din akong personal counselor. So, bago ako mag-plan, it make sure na dumaan sa advisor. May mga pinipili akong
mm,
advisor, lalapitan ko lang yan. Kasi siyempre, it is for community, not for myself. Community eh. Pag community ang pag-usapan, wag mo nang isipin kung sino yung sila. Kasi we need help. So, kung sino yung alam ko na makatulong sa plano, I'll go for them. So, I have a mentor, Miriam, from Resolve Leadership Training. Siya yung mentor ko, si Ma'am Daisy, and also si Tina, si Nicole, si Jenny Lee. Depende sa sa field ng plano ko. So, ako yung taong hindi mahiya humingi ng tulong. Makapal na yata mukha ko, parang
same,
ganun. Yes, I really ask
same,
help.
same.
Yeah. Kasi
Mm,
kung piliin natin yung tao, parang yung gusto natin. Gusto natin yung maabot natin, not for the community, but we are aimed to help the community. We need to look for other people who are good in this kind of field. So, um, connections with the NGOs, I really admire how they accept the project, kung ano yung mga suggestions ko. And then, kasi ako mahilig ako sa survey eh. Kasi isinusurvey ko muna kung ano yung problema ng migrant workers. So, kung ano yung problema nila, tulog na yata yung mga bata, tahimik na. So, kung ano yung problema nila, doon ako magfo-focus. And then, ano yung need nila. So, sinasabi ko yan sa mga NGOs, and then ito yung ano mga dapat gawin, anong magandang gawin. They will suggest. So, maganda siya kasi marami akong mga mentors eh. Kaya kahit mga team leader yung message ko yan kung ano yung mga maganda. Kasi kung sarili lang natin iniisip, hindi tayo mag-grow eh. Kasi kung ano lang yung isip natin, dyan lang eh. So we need to ask help so that we can grow. Same din sa I am in charge ng parish newsletter, 'di ba, na mention ko sa migrant writers ng parish newsletter
opo.
in typo. I keep saying na we need other ideas kasi yung idea ko is yun lang yun. Kasi yung publishing a newsletter is kung ano lang yung naisip ko eh. So if there are somebody who can chip in ideas, it's really a good impact outcome. Kasi idea natin lahat eh, di ba? So kung idea ko lang, sundin mo yan kasi ganun ako in charge. Hindi maganda kasi it's something like we need to team up. Parang ganun. Yan anak. Meron
Yeah,
pa bang
with
kulang?
your yeah, no, with your explanation, with your answers, Nanay, is answers also our supposed to be our next
Oh.
question, but you already
Okay.
elaborated it, and thank you so much for that very wonderful sharing for all of us. And let's read some comments from our viewers. You are so I know you know her. I know you know her, Ruby V. You are so lucky to have a
Yes,
good friends who help you financially. You survive and now helping others with all your heart. God bless you. From Ruby V. Yeah.
yeah.
And
Kasama ko siyang
I,
teacher ng Sunday school. Ay, Ate
yeah,
Ruby.
a good friend. Thank you, Ate Ruby, for joining us tonight and for your unending support to our Nanay Rodelia. And may pahabol na question, Nanay, si Ate Nemi. Masipag siyang magtanong. How
Oh, maganda
how
yan.
far how far are you willing to go for the service to the community
Sige.
po? Ayan, nawala na si Nanay. Nawala na dahil sa tanong ni Ate Maria. Yeah. Yeah, while waiting for Nanay Rodelia, we will get back for Ate Nemi's question. And thank you so much, TL Charo, for clarifying. Thank you, TL Aljen, for being with us tonight. And yes, thank you for your questions and for your comment. And yes, from Facebook user, I love the answer, Miss Rodelia. Absolutely. Listening and giving ourselves fully. Thank you for your wonderful answer. And yeah,
Mm.
Nanay is back, so let's back to the question.
Okay.
How far are willing to go? Tayo po, Ate Nemi, ah.
Ah, continue lang habang kasi wala pa akong plano talaga pa mag for good kasi nag-enjoy yung nanay ko. So, plus I I just started learning piano. Sabi ko kasi pag gusto ko pag umuwi ako, marunong na ako magpiano na you can use is teaching as a part-time na magturo ka ng kasi nag-aaral ako piano ngayon eh. So yun yung aim ko na kasi learning piano is one way na pwede ko magamit in the future in the Philippines na as a job. So yan pa yung iniisip ko. So habang pandemic, I still continue my service even in the Philippines. So itong leadership training lang ginawa ko is kasi pandemic, we need more support, more leaders. So dito lang ako continue to help the community, support yung mga every groups and yes, kung ano yung need. Siguro masaya lang at saka plus pala if depende din sa amo. So kung ito pa rin yung amo ko in the next contract, so I will continue. Pero pag bago, syempre we need to focus on our work but less community engagement. So depende din sa sitwasyon but I'm still happy to be working here in Hong Kong. Habang
Yeah.
pandemic pa sa Pilipinas kasi mahirap sa Pilipinas eh.
Hab
Mahirap
habang
talaga.
kaya pa.
One thing is I apply a job 2020 and wala na dahil sa pandemic closed na kaya hindi na ako nagtuloy go home for good kasi hindi na available because of pandemic nag-close na siya. So nag-continue na lang ako dito.
Thank you po.
Uwi na sana
And
ako kaso lang oo ganan. So dito lang po ako continue serve the community hanggang kaya ko at saka I'm happy doing it.
yes, and Ate Nemi has another question, but we will get back on that question later. I from mentor Anne Marie. I totally agreed, Nai, that we do not need a mentor. Mentors serve as a cheerleaders, challenge you and push you to go farther than you thought you could go. Mentors can inspire you and
Mm.
keep you focused, etc. Yes. Thank you so much. Huh? You're a mentor. We need you, Mentor Anne-Marie. Huwag kang ano dyan. Thank you so much for your comment. And yes, let's move on. I said we try to finish until 11 o'clock, but I still have a lot. Nanay, are you there? How did, no, you answered this already before. What are the best practices and approaches can you share
Nag
as a leader?
Nagahang siya na.
Okay na po.
Meron kang question na, sorry, naghang siya.
Okay.
Okay, what are the
What are
best
the best
practices and ano yan, saglit lang. Oh, oh, um, be a good listener talaga. As a leader, you need to, okay na ba signal ko? Sorry. As a leader, you need to be a good listener. Ito yung medyo mahirap kasi um, each person have a different um, each person has differences. Paano ba magsabi yun? May kanya-kanya tayong abilidad, may kanya-kanya tayong nature, paano tayo lumaki. So, we just respect each other opinion at saka um, anong tawag? Ito yung medyo mahirap as a leader kasi you need to protect the community. Community ang iisipin natin. Kung alam natin na makakasira ng community, we need to do something to, or like, mentors, we need to ask help, advisors at saka sa counselors kung ano yung maganda para sa community. Kasi as a leader, hindi natin iisipin yung sarili natin, kundi yung community. So kung ano yung nakabuti sa community, yun yung iisipin natin. So we can change ourselves, but we cannot change the community. Kasi sila yung need natin, sila yung natin parang body natin na kailangan natin tulungan. So kung ano yung need ng community, doon tayo mag-focus. So we need to, yung approach na is communication talaga yung uh, sobrang importante at saka iwasan. Yeah, social media, it's really parang na ngayon parang uso na ngayon yung social media banggayan. We need to respect ourselves kasi kung ano yung nilalabas natin, sarili natin yon. Hindi ibang tao yon, tayo yon. Kasi social media natin yon. So we need to be careful. Sabi nga ni Ma'am Devi sa mental health talk niya, we need, tayo yung Facebook natin, kung ano yung laman, sarili natin yon. Kung ayaw natin ng mga negative thoughts, we don't post negative one. So we need to do positive. Kaya ako lagi, kung alam kong pag medyo, siyempre hindi maiwasan, meron kang bad moods, wala na, may gitara ako, may piano ako, doon na ako nag-focus, mag-drawing, magtula. Kasi kung I'm in a bad mood, magsagot pa ako ng hotline, iba yung impact iba yung content ng message. So, I answer hotline in the morning, sometimes 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock. Alam ng amo ko yan. Oo, kasi marami na kaya kailangan masagot ko yun. Kasi maganda pagising mo sa umaga, maganda yung mood mo So, as a leader, we need to be open. Kung hindi kaya, look for professional talaga na mag-help. Talagang yes, mahirap as a leader na mayroong misunderstanding, but kung iniisip nyo yung community, ma-disregard, kasi kung mahal mo yung community, you will look for something na mapaano siya ingatan siya. We need to take care of it. So, yun yung mahalaga.
Ang sarap
Sana,
pakinggan.
sana nakatulong. Sana
Ang sa
nakatulong.
no,
Yun kasi,
na
yun lang yung
ang
nagawa ko.
sarap ang sarap talagang pakinggan because I can see Rodelia Pedro is not only thinking of her own self. Rodelia Pedro is not only thinking, is not selfish to be to cut it off. Rodelia Pedro is not a selfish person because she always think of others. She always think of her community. She always think of her member, the people below her, the people, yung mga sumusuporta, umaalalay sa kanya. And that is a very good traits, attitude of a leader. And I salute you for that. Thank you so much po.
Thank you so
Pahag
much,
po.
Nak. Meron pa akong i-add.
Mm.
Naku, nawala na sa isip ko. um, pag meron isa kinuha akong ano si Sarah, kinuha niya akong mentor. Sabi ko, I
Mm.
am willing to help. Kasi hindi ano kasi ang nakikita lang nila is they will learn from me kung ano yung ano. So sabi ko walang problema kasi I am looking also for the sa leadership training. Sa, hindi ako yung taong nagpipili sa ugali. As long as you love to serve, go. I am willing to help because you love to serve. Kasi yun yung kailangan natin as a community natin. So, hindi kailangan ako, marami akong certificate kasi siyempre, pag mag-attend ka ng training, may certificate ka, di ba? So, we need to, this training, kung makita nyo lang po, I want to show my room. Pasensya lang sa mga sampay, ha? I have my own table here. So, nandyan, sorry. So, mga
It's
books po
okay po.
yan. Meron pa
Oh,
dito mga
sana all.
libro. So, and I have my, pwede ba siyang ma-rotate? Parang hindi. I have my
Parang
drawer
hindi po.
here. Nandito lahat. So, pag kailangan ko ng Hong Kong labor, lahat nandiyan na yan. Kasi
Very
being a
organized,
lead,
Rodelia.
yes. Kasi hindi lang naman certificate yung habol natin kundi makatulong. So, at saka hindi ko inisip na 'di ba yung sa leadership na tula na ginawa ko, nasa taas na ba ako? Yung parang ladder siya na sa group natin yung yung ladder
Opo,
siya
opo, opo.
stairs. Yung so inisip ko, sabi ko, nasa taas na ba ako? Kasi parang gusto kong bumaba para sabay tayong umakyat. Yun yung aim ko eh. We will go together kung ano man yung kailangan natin sa community. Hindi lang yung kahit may award ka, parang itsapera na. So, parang ganon. Kailangan kong bumaba para sabay tayong umakyat. Kaya ako. So, sorry.
That's true po.
Pasensya na.
That's true po.
Nagiging
Being a
emotional
leader,
tuloy. So,
being a good leader, of
hindi po
course, is
madaling magiging leader. Hindi
relate po.
hindi po madaling maging leader, but pag mahal mo talaga yung ginagawa mo, you just na kailangan nating
That's true.
mag-Doritos.
Yes po, I can relate to that. Being a team leader also in Uplifters community is not a simple thing because we dedicate our free extra time from our work after work or even during our work, our extra time to guide those ladies, to guide those fellow migrant domestic workers to learn something for their future. And yeah, we are being a team leader in the Uplifters community, we are not there to teach them to ask them to do this and do that, follow this rule, follow this like this, like that. No, we are a team leader in Uplifters community to guide and support, to walk with them, and not to be on the
Doon.
top and then to be on the top and ask them to come here, do like this to be with us here on top. No, we are not doing that in Uplifters community. We are walking together with our students, with those ladies we are supporting. We are guiding to learn to manage their hard-earned money to reach their goals in life in the future. And yeah, thank you so much for that, Nanay. And thank you, Lisel Marcos Fernandez, for catching up. You are migrant domestic workers' pride po. Yes, I said that in the beginning. Nanay Rodelia Pedro is our pride here in migrant domestic workers in Hong Kong and of course all around the world. To those shout out to all the members of Domestic Workers Corner Hong Kong. Thank you so much for your support also in Migrant Writers of Hong Kong. And
Uy,
yeah,
marami
before
na
we
kaming
go,
tula. Marami na kaming tula.
looking forward for another
Yay!
book launch.
Yes.
Yay! Yeah,
Mm,
and before we go to our final question from the community,
Mhm.
And this one is a question from Ate Maria. Yeah, I think this may be out of topic, but I still want to ask po. How would you define generosity in your own
Ano ka?
words? Doritos na yan.
Saglit lang nawala ako. Ah, oh, nako. Um,
Nawala po siya. Yes. While waiting for Nanay to join again. Yes. I just want to say thank you to each and everyone, to all of you who's joining and is still being with, it is still here with us up to this late. It's 11:10 in the evening, and yeah, sorry once again, Nanay Rodelia is struggling on her data connection, and while waiting for us, for her, let's. I just want to invite once again, uh, our. Oh wait. I need to take out that one. Yes. I want to invite once again our fellow domestic workers. Oops, private chat. Yun. Nanay Rodelia is back. Yeah.
okay.
Before my announcement. Yeah. Before my announcement, and let's
Ayun na
go
ba
back
yun?
to uh, how would you define generosity in your own words po? Nawala din siya.
Um,
Ayun.
nako. Nako, ito yung medyo mahirap. Yeah, but very important kasi as a leader, hindi natin alam kung ano need yung member. And plus in domestic workers corner, sabi ko nga, we are not really, wala kaming fund. So, nung una medyo mahirap, but um, may project ako na merong fund from Resolve. So maganda siya kasi maka-help siya sa project. Ano. Pero merong mga emergency na humihingi ng tulong. Hindi po talaga yan generosity when it comes to financial assistance. Mahirap pong mag-limit, mahirap din mag-control. So, depende din minsan kung meron kaming availability. I know may mga admins na they help kahit sino. Alam naman natin yan. If you want to help, you can help. Eh. At saka, um, this past few years, nagsisave ako. But sa mga future leaders, don't do this. Don't do this. Yeah, I save some kasi si nanay lang yung sinusuportahan ko. I save some talaga for in case of emergency na may need ng members. But don't follow this kasi um, alam ko mahirap kasi if you really want to help, you can help kahit mga individual tao, not because they are a leader, but we need to put limit. Generosity financially, but moral support, you can do whatever you want, kung ano yung kakayahan natin, we always be there. For the future leaders, bago po tayong magplano, we need to seek help sa professional. Yun yung ginagawa ko ngayon because we have many projects. So we look for a sponsors sa mga trainings, ganon, para hindi kami mahirapan sa budget talaga. Kasi pag sa training, kailangan may budget niya. So we need to look for a sponsor. So yun yung bagong ano namin this 2022 na training. Kasi gusto kong ipasok sila sa bayanihan na services. Maraming mga services sa bayanihan, pero may bayad. So I will look for a sponsor, but pandemic is here, kaya hindi tayo makapag-go. Ano. So for the future leaders, bago po tayong ng plano, we need to seek talaga kung ano mga dapat gawin when it comes to financial. Kasi uh, hindi ko naman in-expect na ganito yung DWC. Sino bang mag-akala na depressed ka lang tapos you are successful with 120,000 followers? So, with the help of the NGOs, dahan-dahan pong financially natulungan kami for the project. Yes, but generosity when it comes to service, kung ano yung kakayahan natin i-share sa community, just go on lang. But financially, we need to help ourselves first before others. Hopefully, tama yung sagot ko. Nakamute siya.
Sorry. Nag-mute pala ako. Thank you.
Okay na ba yung sound ko?
Yes po. Yes
Tulog
po.
na yata sila.
Thank you. Thank you for your answer, Nana. Yes. Help. I just want to add something. If you are willing to help to others, do it with your heart and never expect
Mm-mm.
anything in return. That's
Yeah.
that's always in my mind. And yeah,
Yes.
Uh, we are sorry, Nanay. We are over time. Yeah, I know. I said we tried to finish until 11 o'clock, but yes, our last question from the community to you is your advice. What else do you want to advise or a motivational message for our fellow migrant domestic workers around the world? Of course, specifically to our fellow mothers working abroad.
Oh, yes, this is the very hard to all mothers working abroad, especially this pandemic. We have many cases of depression sa mga mothers. So please seek help. Look for somebody who can talk with, even not a mother, as long as you need help. Please look for somebody. Excuse me, saglit lang naka. Okay lang ba yung sound ko? Kasi baka tulog na sila kaya pinahinaan ko
Okay
yung
lang po.
boses ko.
It's
So,
okay po. Oh, it's okay.
yes, in a community, walang may nag-iisa. Kaya in a community, walang may nag-iisa. We are a family. So, wag po tayong mag-alinlangan. There are NGOs, also OWA and POLO, Consulate Assistance to National, seek help if needed. Plus, we are working abroad, so we really need help kasi malayo tayo sa family natin. And to all mothers, especially kung may problema yung mga anak sa Pilipinas, please, if you can connect with DSWD to look after with your kids, gawin po natin kasi yun po yung mahalaga.
Thank you po. Thank
Since,
you. Thank you po. Thank you. I just want to elaborate something about nabanggit mo po kanina about sa social media that this is our Facebook, this is us, and everything you see in the Facebook defines us. And yes, I just want to say something about that and do something that let's do something what we want others look into us. Yung parang gumawa tayo ng mga bagay para po sa lahat. In general po ito. Gumawa po tayo ng mga bagay na makakabuti at aasahan nating ah, maitatanim sa isip ng mga tao na balang araw 'pag naalala nila yung mukha mo or maalala nila yung name mo and maalala nila yung kabutihan na ginawa mo. Of course, this is social media. Facebook is very huge. Nag-post ka dito sa Hong Kong, in a second nakarating na sa Amerika, nakarating na sa Pilipinas. Mag-post po tayo. Guilty ako kasi every time I feel bad something to others, I post it in my Facebook. But after hearing what Nanay Rodelia said from her mentor, and yeah, I came to realize while listening to Nanay Rodelia tonight, I came to realize that I need to change my mind. I need to change my perspective also. And I just want to tell everyone, to the community, Uplifters community, to my other Facebook group, Migrant Writers of Hong Kong, and everyone in general, and everyone who's watching right now and who will be watching in the future. Let's take care of our social media. Let's let our social media define us positively. Maglagay po tayo ng mga nakaka-proud at productive things sa ating mga social media na magpapakilala sa ating kabutihan in the future, in generation, in the future and the future and the future, to
Totoo yan.
our next generation. Yes po. And yeah, thank you so much for joining us. And one more thing, Nanay, do you still remember your dream board during your Dare to Dream class? Did you make your dream board?
Hindi ko siya,
Or you didn't
hindi
make
ko
the
gets, hindi ko
challenge?
maano na.
You forgot, Nanay Rodelia forgot the dream board and the Dare to Dream class. It's been 2 years
Ah,
it's been 2 years na kalimutan ko ring
mm,
ikwan. Yeah, I just want to remind every students in Dare to Dream class, previous students and the upcoming students. Let's focus on our dream board. This is the highlight of Dare to Dream class in Uplifters. We are here to dream. I started in Uplifters to dream. I dream bigger. I dream. I started to dream. I started to plan for my future. And let's always put in our mind our dream board. And hopefully, those dreams, those priority in our dream board, will we will reach it in the right perfect time. And yes, and hopefully, Nanay, you remember our evening rituals, if you don't mind to share to us all your evening rituals, the three little things that made you
okay.
happy today before we end this live.
Okay, so three things is na I done answering 120 messages sa hotline. Dami niya. And then my employer gave me a chestnut cake. Yeah, before the live. So something like sweet. And na-pick up ko yung gloves and garbage bag for our clean up tomorrow. So good luck for the DWC hikers for our clean up tomorrow morning. So first day of Chinese New Year. So hopefully everyone's okay for this busy Chinese New Year. So yun na, tatlo.
Yes po. And yeah, before we end this live, nag-overtime na kami. My co-team leaders reminding me, we are overtime already. And yes, before we end this live, I just want to share my evening rituals as well. First, I'm so happy. I'm so grateful for my employers. They are so generous. They are so kind. They allow. This morning, I asked them, "Can I do my live again tonight, 9:45?" And my sir said the internet connection is good now. Maybe they can hear me. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful having them. And yeah. And number two, I feel happy because my daughter in past weeks, it's been 2 weeks, she has coughing, and now hopefully she will get better, and yeah, she will hopefully she can go to the doctor by tomorrow after I send the money, because I still have no salary. And third, I'm so happy and grateful that you are here on my screen, that join me in this special edition and spotlight of alumni in the Uplifters community. And I hope, and I will make sure I will treasure this for my lifetime. I will save this forever. Yeah. You are my fourth guest, and you are all. These four guests I have is very, very special to me, and I always look up to you all. Iniwan na niya ako. Yeah. Thank you, amazing TL Eileen Miramas and Superwoman. Wag mo muna, wag mo muna akong iwanan, Nanay. Mag-goodbye muna tayo pareho. Mag-goodbye muna tayo pareho.
Nawala
Wag mo muna
signal
akong
ko.
iwan. Thank you,
Nawala
thank you,
signal
amazing TL
ko.
Eileen Ramos and Superwoman Nai for a night full of inspiration and empowerment messages. Have a restful night to all. Busog na busog ako sa mga sharing ninyo. God bless you both.
Oh,
Thank you so much,
thank you
my
so much.
mentor, Anne Marie, for staying with us up to this late. Thank you so much to all of you around the world who's watching right now. And
Okay.
like what I said, who will be watching replay for those supporters of DWC, our lovely corner, our Nanay Rodelia Pedro, thank you so much for your support.
Thank you
And yeah,
so much na.
say
Thank you so much. Yes.
pahabol
So,
na message.
bye-bye. Bye-bye
Good
na.
night and thank you. Yes. Yes, pahabol na good night, nanay. Mag-goodbye tayo sa kanilang
Good
lahat. Good
night.
night
Good
po. Happy
night.
Chinese New Year, everyone. And yeah, enjoy
Kung
your
Hei
3
Fa
days
Choi.
holiday. Kung Hei Fa Choi, February 1, 2, and 3, our
Okay.
holiday, please stay safe. Stay
Safe.
away from
Yeah.
crowded places and enjoy your holiday. Good night, everyone.
So,
Thank you,
good
Uplifters
night.
community. Good night, nanay.
Good
Bye-bye
night.
po. Salamat,
Thank
salamat
you.
po. Thank you, Uplifters community, our CEO, founder Marie, and Jenny Uplifters. Thank you so much for this wonderful experience I have in this wonderful community. Thank you so much. I will treasure this for my life. Yes, this is not a goodbye, but this for tonight, this is a goodbye. I'm always here. Whenever you need help, whenever you need help in the community, I'm just here. I'm just one message away. I'm just one call away. I'm always here, willing to guide and support every migrant domestic workers in the community. And yes, congratulations once again to all Picha batch, the first batch of the year, the Dare to Dream course year 2020, 2022. And welcome aboard to those new students who will be starting on the 6th of February. And congratulations, each and everyone. Congratulations, every team leader in Uplifters community. Goodbye and God bless us all. Mwah.